Oh, hi, I'm Blake.
I'm Ian.
And this is awkard.
A podcast.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, you nail it every time. You let us know exactly what it is.
No, you do.
Well,
yeah.
I guess we do it.
I confirm.
Together.
Wow.
People probably really hate it when I do that face. It's like my creepiest face.
I haven't seen anybody say anything about it, oddly enough.
Well.
Which is good.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, some people like the creepy stuff.
Yeah. It might be charming.
To some.
To some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all. Definitely not all.
Never all. No.
I mean, I look at that face on camera, and I think it's very off-putting.
Yeah.
I get scared of myself.
That's not good.
Yeah.
You should love yourself.
I should.
Yeah, it's a new year.
It's a new me.
Wow.
No, it's not.
None of that.
No. How you doing, man?
Oh, man.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Last week it was the day before New Year. Now we're coming at people in 2025.
Here we are. And, yeah, I'm coming off getting sick, so that's cool.
I can still hear a little bit lingering.
Oh, it's there, yeah. Yeah, it's in my voice. Luckily, it's not, like, too terrible to where, like, I can't speak or anything. That would have been right after the last episode. Yeah.
Actually, I think this voice might be a little appealing to some of the ladies out there.
Probably not.
I don't know.
They're like, oh, no, that guy sounds like he's got phlegm in his throat.
No, they like that velvety butter sometimes.
Yeah,
sliding through their eardrums real smooth, like.
I guess. Maybe. Who knows? I doubt it, but if it gets somebody saying, oh, wow, you know, if people like it, I'll just go lick hospital walls once in a while or something. I don't know.
Now that is a disgusting thought.
Ain't it, though?
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Mm-mm. That's the trick to the velvety smooth voice. Yeah.
Let's get out of that one.
All right. Let's do it. So what you got going on in the new year, man?
Well, I tried out something new yesterday.
All right.
I went to the playground with Sebastian since he's out of school still.
Mm-hmm.
Till next week.
Okay.
And he just wants to make some new friends, you know. He's wanting to go out there.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't been to church in a while.
Little kid wanting to be a kid. Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
Can't find a good church to get into without it being too
hard.
crowded. That's how I made friends back in the day. Going to church and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But we gotta do some new things in the millennial parent years, I guess. Is that how you would call it? No?
No, because I think what you're saying is that instead you took him to a park.
Yeah, instead I took him to a park. Put in simpler terms.
People been doing that.
Oh.
So.
Well, I mean, yeah, I see it in movies all the time.
Right. In movies that are generations before us even, so.
I'm just talking. Don't mind me. Anyway. No, Blake.
Sorry, I died.
Okay. Happy to see you back.
Yeah, thanks.
Anyway,
good to be back.
I took him to the park.
All right.
And we were the first ones there. I mean, it was early in the afternoon, so there wasn't any kids at the playground yet.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm playing with him for a little bit. Got that.
I won't.
I can't stand you sometimes.
I know.
Anyway, where was I?
You took him to the park. It was early.
Yeah, we were the first ones there.
Yeah. No kids to make friends with if you're the first one there. I'll say that.
Yeah, I was playing with him for a little bit, about 10, 15 minutes, going down the slide with him, making sure he knows how to use a swing now. But then...
little monkey bar action. And
yeah.
Cool.
There wasn't any of that, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
But...
he'll get there.
Yeah. Anyway, This little kid showed up. He was all happy. He was screaming for a little bit. I was like, sometimes kids don't like that, buddy. And he was like, oh, okay. So he calmed down a little bit.
It's off-putting to some.
Yeah. No, he got so excited, though. We've stated before, he's an excitable kid.
Very.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But, so they're playing for a little bit. This is pretty much what I'm trying to get to. He did good. He did good socially. I taught him how to, introduce, say, hey, what's your name? They tell him their name. He says his name. They go on playing, acting like a bunch of gremlins.
The trick is remembering their name.
That's yeah.
Because I don't do that.
Yeah, that's what we got to embed in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it, Blake.
Oh, you're dying too?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know.
I guess. Anyway.
Yep.
What I'm trying to say is, this one's
just going to be full of coughs.
my attempt at socializing more than it was for him, because he did good. Because I tried to socialize with the parents. Yeah, there was like
that's awkward. Yeah.
There was about 3 different sets of families that came.
Okay.
First one was the most awkward. I got better as I went along.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Progress.
Yeah. It was, it looked to be, I think it was this couple. And they just did not seem like they were with it. They had a couple dogs with them. The dogs were friendly. They weren't looking at me crazy. I guess they could kind of sense, okay, this guy's just awkward. He's not creepy. But the ladies, not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went over them, and in the beginning, I kind of got the vibe that they want to be left alone, but here I go over there.
See, and that's where you do it.
Yeah. Don't ignore the vibe.
Yeah.
Never ignore
the vibe.
Yeah.
If I ever walk up on a couple and they seem like they want to be left alone, I'm going to leave them alone. On to the next. Some people, they'll make that eye contact that like, oh, I'd love for you to talk to me. I also avoid them, but in this particular instance, you shouldn't. You're trying to do that. I would avoid them because I'm not trying to do all that. But
this is mainly for Sebastian. I'm trying to help Sebastian
cultivate
with some
yeah.
Maybe make friends with the parents and see if the kids want to have a play date or some shit.
Sure, yeah.
So, okay. I forgot the part where I at least said, hey, how you doing? And they were friendly enough. They said, hey, back. But still got the vibe that they didn't want to be talked to from there. I go to help Sebastian on the swing. He's swinging with the kid, and I have to give him a few little pointers again, like swing out, swing in, all that. And then from there, I go over to talk to the parents again.
Okay.
And I'm just like, so you guys from around here? And then the one, she just doesn't give me the time of day. The one, she's being the friendly one, trying to be. She's like, well, from around this area, not exactly here. I was like, oh, okay, not too far then. And then what I do from this point, thinking too hard, is I just stand there awkwardly for a little bit longer than I should have.
Yeah.
So much longer than I should have. And I ruined this for Sebastian. I think the ladies got uncomfortable. She was like, okay, come on, buddy. Let's... Mommy's got to get some sleep for work. And I hear the kids say, hey, you can come to my house tomorrow. And when they called for the kid, at least I got the hint, and I started going over to the other bench. So I gave them that space.
That's good.
Picked up that clue. But that was too late. They were leaving.
No, it's over with.
They were friendly enough. They said, bye. Bye.
Yeah.
I'm playing with Sebastian for a little bit longer. He's upset that the kid left. He's too young to know that it was my fault, though.
No,
most likely.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this other family comes up. It's it's a lady from a couple hours away with her 2 teenage daughters. I mean, they're not older teenager. They're younger teenagers, so they were young enough to still want to play with Sebastian, so that was good. They were nice enough to play with the little toddler.
That's nice of them. Yeah, you don't find that often, especially in the preteen era or so. Yeah,
Right.
so that's cool.
Right.
That's cool.
And yeah, they were playing with them, and
You also don't see that age group wanting to go to a park usually, so that's also cool.
yeah, I think they were just stopping along the way
Oh, okay.
because they said they were from somewhere between Macon and Savannah, so
Yeah,
it's a little bit away.
gotcha.
They're just coming to visit, so they just want to see High Falls. Oh, I didn't mention that's where this was. This was at High Falls State Park, not a sponsor, but it's a state park. So anyway, too much information. Yeah, let me get to this.
All right.
Yeah, they were with their mom. Just the mom was by herself, so she was friendly enough to want to talk. She let me know firsthand before me even having to ask, so you from around here?
Right.
She was like, oh, we're from a little bit away, so we were just coming through. You know what I'm getting at, what she's saying.
Yeah, I get it.
And I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. We've been living out here for about a year now, and we don't really get the opportunity to just come out here like this. And she's like, oh, yeah, I understand that with work and everything.
Right.
And then here I am, thinking too much again. And I'm like, if you prefer to keep to yourself, just let me know.
You said that?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You know how long it's been since I attempted to socialize?
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
This show is called Awk and All for a reason. I'm the Awk. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she's like, she kind of paused for a second. She's like, oh, no, you're fine. Such a kind lady.
Oh, my.
And in my head, I knew I kind of messed up. So I went over to the other bench, just kind of slowly scooted my way back over there. Oh, God. Yeah, but the two teenage girls, they were having fun with Sebastian still.
That's good.
Yeah, they were playing tag with him and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then another family comes up.
Okay.
It's a mom and a dad, little girl and a little boy. Sebastian introduces himself to the little girl because the little boy's taking a minute. He's smaller.
Okay.
And so the girls, they got worn out from playing with Sebastian, so they went and sat with their mom. And Sebastian starts playing with the little girl for a little bit.
Okay.
Of course, the mom is hanging more toward the little boy because he's smaller. She's got to stick by his side.
Okay. Yeah.
Dad's sticking around the little girl. Learning from the last couple times, I don't immediately talk. Just give it a minute.
Okay.
But I talk to the dad only.
Okay.
So it's like, I think that's the main thing is like, don't talk to women.
Yeah.
Don't make.
That was your takeaway?
No, I'm just talking again.
Oh my goodness.
I do my usual. Are y'all from around here?
Oh my god.
And he's like,
Uh-huh.
Dad's open to talk. He's like, nah, we're coming up from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going up to the aquarium and everything. So this time it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm letting him know about the aquarium and everything.
Yeah.
And giving him like things to do around there. He asked how long they could expect to stay in there, enjoy themselves, let them know all that. So it was an actual conversation. It was nice.
Little give and take, a little back and forth.
Yeah, I'm just practicing at this point. This was a practice day for me. And obviously,
Wild.
they're from Florida, so
Okay.
this isn't. Sebastian's not going to be having any play dates anytime soon. So
No.
we'll try again one day.
That's good. That's good, man. You're getting there. Proud of you.
Yeah. Little by little, piece by piece.
Yeah. I never,
Sooner or later, we're going to have to change our name because I'm just going to be the master of charisma.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll just be all in all.
Yep, all in all. So tell me about how things are going with you now that I've told you my painfully awkward story.
Well, I just want to touch on your awkward story a bit because I know, as it has been our whole lives, that occasionally breaking the ice is, breaking the ice for you is not always the easiest thing to do.
No.
And
I'm going to be completely obvious.
Yeah.
Not obvious. Fuck. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
This is what I envy about you.
Right.
Like, you are able to just talk effortlessly, not think about it, just freaking talk.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
Not
you
overthink
overthink it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just be talking.
Yeah.
I don't think half the things I say mean anything, to be completely honest with you. I just talk.
Same here.
I think there's
and the part where most of the things I say are absolutely meaningless, but
well, I mean, like, meaningless in the sense that, like, it's just there to carry the conversation. I'm not really adding substance a lot of the times, and I think that comes from like retail, and like it's always kind of been there because both of my parents are very like
effortless.
My dad is the outgoing, go and talk to anybody type of person.
And your mom's just friendly.
Yeah, like if you were to talk with her, she can keep that conversation going, no problem. But she's probably going to avoid starting it unless you know what I mean? Like she's not going to just jump out there. Whereas my dad, man, I can't tell you the amount of times I'll just be out in public with my dad and he's just talking to people. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I like his level. I don't get it. That
been able to get that. It intimidated me at first.
But and I think that does intimidate people sometimes because it's just like he could just start a conversation with you and it'll be about anything because he knows a little about a lot of things and he'll just, oh, you got this there, oh yeah, and they just carry a conversation. And then
I don't know. I know these guys most likely have never seen your dad, but your dad kind of looks like bad boy biker dude that'll kick your ass anytime. But right, he's so friendly.
So it doesn't. Yeah, the two don't add up because like he comes off as like an intimidating person, but then like you start talking to him and he's just like warm and inviting and friendly and like he just talk to you about anything. And what I was gonna say about you is that like I've always known that that's like a struggle for you and stuff like that, but I didn't realize like to what extent in our adulthood, because when we go out, it's you and me, we shoot the shit, we do whatever. We've got our wives with us or we're hanging out with other people, and I guess because those settings are people that we already know, you don't witness the awkward.
Or if I'm meeting somebody through somebody that I know.
Right. It's a little more, there's a connection.
But if it's a complete stranger, I'm fucked.
Yeah, you just overthink it.
Yeah.
I wonder if there are like self-help books of some kind out there that could help, like,
I'm sure there are.
Break it down. It seems like there would be.
Or an audiobook or something.
An audiobook.
I think that's the main problem.
Yeah.
When I first started truck driving, because I got into trucking because I'd rather not work with people.
Right.
But when I was working with people, I was talking to people a lot more. I had a lot more practice.
Yeah.
And now that I'm not doing that anymore,
it kind of diverts back. And that's the other thing is that I was going to say is that, like, for me, like, I've had it a little bit because of my parents, but it really enhanced because I had to do retail. I'm having to talk to people about any and every issue about their computers. I'm having to fix any and every issue. When I was working for this company in IT, we were over all kinds of different cities and businesses, and at any given moment, anybody in the world could be reaching out to you about an issue, and you just have to be able to take care of it. And so, like, it really just starts to become a thing. I think for me these days, conversations get so easy to carry on because from the other person's point, it's always the same stuff talked about.
Usually, yeah.
My hair, my tattoos, my piercings, am I a tattoo artist? Here are tattoos that I like. It all becomes like the same stuff, and so that becomes like way easier. But in tattooing, I find that it's helped more than anything because I used to be this very like quiet, like, let me just focus on this tattoo.
I'm really hearing that croak now, by the way. Continue.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll try to clear it every so often. It's rough. I apologize. It'll be better by next episode, guys. But
I hope.
Fingers crossed. But in tattooing, like, you can't just sit there and be silent. Some clients prefer it. I've had clients ask if I would be offended if they watch a TV show or if they listen to a soundtrack because it just helps them. That's fine. I don't care. Like, no big deal.
A soundtrack, though?
Yeah, well, like, not necessarily like an album or like put on a playlist or like,
okay.
You know what I mean? Like, not like, let me turn on this latest Superman theme songs and really power through this. You know, normally it's like some kind of playlist that really helps them mentally get into the zone for getting a tattoo.
Yeah.
And you know, those are the easiest ones. I'll just sit there and tattoo.
Yeah, sorry.
And then,
I was just really thinking movie soundtrack there.
Yeah, I knew you were. As soon as I said soundtrack, I don't know why I used that word.
Listen to the whole
to be
Star Wars
with
soundtrack.
Yeah.
Sitting there getting a tattoo.
Like, I don't doubt it. There's probably somebody that's doing it, but I had to learn how to be able to carry conversation because I would have some people trying to start conversation with me and trying to make that connection, and I couldn't. Like, I'd say a couple words, and then it got to the point where I would tell people that I'll carry a conversation with you, but I can't really, like, I'm so into the tattoo that I'll get lost in it. And then that's upgraded that, like, I think the more frequently people come to me, the more and more I'm just like talking to them, but straight out the gate, like, minor conversation. But those kind of jobs is what my ultimate point here was those kind of jobs have made it easier and easier for me in life. And with you going back and doing trucking and like getting away from people, I could see how that would make it much more difficult.
Yeah. It's got
around here.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, ultimately, like, you don't have to deal with people for work, and you know, you deal with whoever you're getting your slips from or whatever the case may be, I'm sure, but like, that's kind of the extent of what you have to deal with.
That's it.
And the rest is just like in your head, peaceful, whatever. Cool.
And my supervisors tend to leave me alone too, unless I do something really, really bad, which
you don't, which is good. Yeah.
So I get left alone for the most part.
That's good.
Yeah. Get to do my own thing.
But it leads back to the human interaction of it all. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get there one day.
Yeah.
And this helps. Just sitting here talking, having conversation.
I think that this helps. I have had people tell me how they notice, like, the awkwardness that you may have displayed right there in the beginning has, like, slowly become more and more natural.
People have said that?
Yeah.
That's so nice, guys.
Yeah. I've had people tell me that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's what it is. Like, you just got to warm up to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't make that sound good.
No.
That's
okay.
I saw it in your face. That was...
I'm glad you can read my facial expressions. Try to give the silent signals.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
We're getting there.
Yeah. Slowly but surely, man.
Master of charisma, here I come.
Here you come. Rooting for you, buddy.
Thanks. Make that MTV made episode.
Is MTV still around?
MTV's still around, but not made, I don't think.
All right. We'll get them to bring it back.
Yeah. It's mainly on Paramount Plus now.
Oh. I do like Paramount Plus a lot. All right. So today we're gonna bring back a little conspiracy talk.
Since we're not going by themes anymore,
Yeah.
this is going to be a nice little change.
I don't even know if the people knew themes were happening, to be completely honest with you.
We mentioned it a couple times. It may have slipped by.
I think that we were talking about this week, and this, like, I don't think people were like, oh, it's a month of this. I don't think people really like put that together.
Yeah. And if we did mention it, it was like in passing. It was probably one of those things.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't want it to be themed up. I think like touching on something this week and then next week and all over the place. I don't like to be put into a mold. So, we don't have to mold ourselves into one little.
You don't like to conform?
Yeah, no conformity here.
No, spider punk.
Yeah, that's right. So, we're going to bring back the conspiracy stuff a little bit. I wanted to touch on tomorrow is my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad.
Hey, happy birthday, Brian.
But also Elvis's birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Elvis.
Oh, God.
It's me being awkward again. Don't mind me, guys.
So, tomorrow is his birthday, and I know there's some people that love Elvis, some people that hate Elvis, and I think Elvis gets misrepresented a lot of times. Like, I think the fact that, a lot of Elvis's music wasn't his music, and it was a lot of it was pulled from the black community, and that's not cool. But it also wasn't Elvis's choosing.
Right.
Elvis was inspired by this music and loved this culture and loved this music so much, but he didn't do any of the wheeling and dealing that ended up with any of these people being taken advantage of and either having their music taken for pennies on the dollar or completely stolen and have them tricked out of having any kind of money coming in from it. And that was all because of the Colonel, whatever. That dude pisses me off so bad, bro.
There is often somebody that pisses you off in every great singer's story, I think.
Yeah, that's true. But with the Colonel, it's like, dude, he took Elvis for everything he had. And yeah, he helped him build a career. But like Elvis could have gone global, right?
Yeah.
But this dude was illegal. He was here illegally. He was from another country. I can't remember if it was Sweden or something like that. He was like a criminal, so he was on the run. He couldn't get a passport legally, so he couldn't travel to these other countries to do these tours with Elvis and all this and that. So he would just like shuffle it under the rug and have him do Vegas shows on Vegas shows on Vegas shows and all this and that. And it's like he helped him build a good career, but like most of that was Elvis's sound. And anyways, I say all of that to say that, like, I know there are some people that dislike Elvis and some people that love Elvis and revere Elvis, and I fall into the category of loving Elvis, and
As do I.
that comes in from a lot to do with, like, my family and stuff like that. Like, my dad's side of the family is all from Hawaii, and he is huge over there. And then my dad's birthday is on Elvis's birthday. And then on my mom's side, my granddad, he always like slicked his hair like Elvis and stuff like that. And when he passed, I listened to Blue Christmas just on repeat that whole season. So it's just like there's a lot of things that just like I feel really connected to. And
I also have a very vivid memory of us jamming out to the Elvis Greatest Hits in your living room.
the
at one point.
Elvis Greatest Hits, that gold album with
Yep.
the one on it. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It was around the time of Lilo and Stitch. I think Lilo and Stitch is what got me into Elvis.
I want to say it was right around the time of like 4th grade, maybe.
Had to be, yeah.
Yeah. And Devil in Disguise was one that we were just really air guitaring it up to.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That was a good one.
times.
Yeah, that was good times. But ultimately, I wanted to talk about the conspiracy of Elvis. I don't know if I would say he's still alive now. Who knows?
What?
But I feel like there's a lot of things that convinced me that he never died when they said he died.
So Elvis is pretty much Tupac?
The first one, I guess, yeah.
Elvis... No, we can't say that. That's going to piss people off, too. We can't say Elvis is the original Tupac.
Well, not that he's the original Tupac, but that he was one of the first well-known people to have supposedly faked his death. Whether or not he did, who knows? But I'm here to talk about the possibility that he did.
This is the main conspiracy?
This is my main conspiracy, that he faked his death, yeah.
I mean... How would you know? There's so many Elvis impersonators.
There are a lot of impersonators, but I think he went the opposite route. No impersonating, just under the radar, living his life, escaping the clutches of the Colonel and everything like that. I have different instances that I've found throughout my life. Now, the first one that I want to talk about, and I'm going to put this up here so that it can be seen, but I got to show it to you just so you can kind of see where I'm coming from. Now, this is Elvis in the early days, yeah?
Oh, what a handsome fellow.
Sure. This is Elvis a week before his death. Okay, he was going through it. He was on pills, heavy, all kinds of drugs, heavy. And I know there's a lot of people who don't want to believe that he was ever on drugs because he was really against hard narcotics and things of that nature. But things happen in this lifestyle, and I think people were getting him on drugs all the time. So
this is really rough to look at. I'm
but
not gonna lie.
He was having a hard time, man. Yeah. He was not eating properly. He was taking pills on pills on pills, pills to stay up and perform, pills to go to sleep because those are too upping. You know what I mean? Like his pills were upping him. He had to take the downers to bring him down. It was just that constant flux of uppers and downers that doesn't end well for anybody.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this is like a week before. Okay. This is a shot of his casket.
Are we sure this is
You see it?
Are we sure this is a legitimate image, though?
It's the only one that I've ever seen, and the only one that I can find.
Yeah, that's definitely not.
So if we take this as legitimate,
Yeah.
that's early Elvis.
Yeah, that looks like a mannequin.
Also that.
Yeah.
But that's like mid-20s Elvis.
Yeah. I mean...
Not the almost 40-year-old Elvis that we see here.
There's no way to drain...
He died, I can't recall. But...
You think they just drained it all out of his face just so he'd be more...
Nah, there's no way. I don't think there's a way to do that.
Yeah.
So that's my first thing. And I will put that up for people so you can make your own decisions. But it's the only casket photo that I've ever seen that I can ever find. And, I mean, it doesn't matter how you look at it. It's just like...
Yeah.
I don't see big face Elvis, dude.
And I don't think you would be showing me anything that you didn't fact check on first. So
I do my due diligence fact checking. That does not mean that anything that I'm going to report on here is 100% fact, because this is all conspiracy.
Yeah.
But these are the reasons that I believe in the conspiracy. So, prove me wrong if you can. That's fine. Not a big deal. Another one. The day of his wake and everything like that.
Yeah.
Okay. This is his pool house.
Yes. Most likely him.
Right. Sitting inside of his pool house, away from the rest of the people, on the day of his funeral.
It almost looks like modern day Gene Simmons.
Yeah, I could kind of see that too.
Gotta give him a good little zoom in there.
But lines up with the crazy hair and the, you know what I mean? Like at most, he might be wearing a pair of his sunglasses in this, but
looking like little Nicky.
But like just something's off there, right?
Yeah, just a tip. So this is your first point, the pictures.
Yeah, I'll put some of these pictures up there. It's just like these are pictures that have circulated forever. That it's just kind of like he didn't have anybody in his circle that looked like him. Mm-hmm. There was nobody in his family that looked like him. And so for somebody to be sitting in his pool house away from the rest of the people on the day of his funeral. Now, some would say this is a very risky move. This is your funeral. Like, why would you just be there?
Yeah.
But there's a part of me that feels like Elvis wouldn't want to completely miss out on something like that and want to witness that everything went okay. You know what I mean?
Want to hear the nice things that everybody has to say about you, maybe?
I mean, maybe. I don't know if he would be able to from the pool house, to be fair. But just to like...
Well, I thought you meant like, wouldn't that be something he would want to do, like kind of incognito at his own funeral, right? Being the bad.
Oh, well, I mean...
I thought that's what you were getting.
Yeah, well, more so like to be there as it's happening, but like only... I mean, he's close by. I don't think he can hear anything, but like... to be able to like just make sure that everybody's like okay, like visually, because I'm sure he could see some of it rather than hear some of it, and just to like.
I'm assuming his funeral was on his property.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
I think everything happened there.
So that's what I was missing. I thought it was like in a church or something like that.
No, yeah, I think everything happened there. Then there's another little tidbit is.
Nasty.
I know. On his tombstone, his middle name is Aaron, right? He was a twin.
EAP.
He was a twin, so he was supposed to have a twin. So the twin passed at birth. The twin was supposed to be named Aaron, so Elvis got the middle name Aaron. But how do you get to be as big as Elvis is with as much money as Elvis has and have your tombstone spell your name incorrectly? He was also very superstitious. And I kind of feel like if he faked his death, wouldn't want to put his name on a tombstone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you make one little change to it. Now it's not technically your name and everything's safe, but it's also just enough that nobody's going to, call it out. Although a lot of people are calling it out.
Yeah, because not... Yeah, so they would have had it fixed.
Right. It's just taking an A off.
Mm-hmm. Freaking Blake.
Whoops. It's just taking an A off of there.
Yeah.
So, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that I have, now this one is purely speculation. I've yet to be able, let me talk about another one first. Have you heard of Bob Joyce?
Bob Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think so.
Okay, so he's a pastor. Looks like he could potentially be an older Elvis, maybe. Moves a little similarly to Elvis.
Okay.
Sings a little similarly to Elvis when he's singing to his congregation.
Do you have a picture of him?
I do. Hang on one second. So you can kind of make your judgment here. Now this is Bob Joyce.
And how old is Bob Joyce?
That's a good question. Let's find out. Because I don't actually know. Supposedly he was born in 1952. Now, that doesn't quite line up with the supposed speculation because Elvis was born in 35. But, you know, it's one of those things where, like, maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe he could have changed his birth date, his official birthday.
But it's just one of those things where, like, you know, maybe.
He moves like Elvis. He sings like Elvis.
Right. He started circulating around TikTok a while back, and everybody loves to make the comparison. And so he really started taking people by storm. I'm going to see if there's like a small bit of this that I can play. I think we're allowed to play whatever for like 15 seconds.
If that.
So we'll just give you a quick little thing, and I'll cut this out if it's whatever.
Maybe if his voice got old and worn out.
That's what I'm saying. With how old he is, I don't know. Maybe. That one, I'm on the fence about. I'm not going to say that he is. I mean, mostly. Mm-hmm.
What I will say about that is, like, you know how Elvis's voice was a lot different than how it is now? I mean, not Elvis, Elton John.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Right.
It sounded a little bit more high-pitched back in his younger days, and as it got older, it got...
Yeah. So, continuing to put stress on it.
Your voice changes as you get older.
It does, but he still has the same cadence. Yeah. The sound is definitely different, but there's moments where he hits those low moments. He keeps the vibrato going, all that stuff. So I could see why people were so encapsulated by that one, and it was all over TikTok for a little while.
I never heard about that one.
But, well, it was probably on my TikTok. I see
algorithm.
I see Elvis stuff, so I don't know. But, so the reason I don't completely subscribe to that one is because of a rumor that started circulating about a gentleman who I believe, I can't recall his name and I couldn't find it earlier, so please forgive me. But I want to say his last name was Aaron. So it was a little interesting, right? So this gentleman, much older, would be around the same age as Elvis, was supposedly found by a doctor, I want to say in a nursing home, and he was treating this gentleman. And this gentleman was claiming to be Elvis.
Okay.
But he's also in a nursing home, so who knows?
Might be a little senile.
Right. Could be. Then comes a time where the doctor says, okay, well, a simple DNA test will clear this up. Supposedly, DNA matched. And so then they said, well, maybe it's just like a close match or something like that, or a familial match or whatever. And so they tested it, I believe, against his parents, to which it was a match.
No way.
Yeah.
When was this?
This happened a few years back. I'd have to look to find a specific date. If I can find a date, I'll put it down there. But this was like within the last 20 years for sure.
Yeah, I gotta look into that one. That's kind of blowing my mind here.
And so that's the only thing that, like, I cannot find irrefutable proof that the DNA tested had happened or how it happened. But supposedly that's what happened, and they tested it against his parents, Elvis's parents' DNA, and it was a match. And it was just really odd. And it was just another one that I was like, well, we'll put this in the maybe pile for Elvis potentially faking his death.
Honestly, that one, it's the most convincing besides the casket picture that you have provided so far.
Yeah, the casket picture was like the first thing that I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And I started looking into that one when I was really young.
So theory number one, the mismatched casket picture. Theory number two, the memorial headstone.
Yep.
Theory number three, Bob Joyce. Theory number four, this guy in the nursing home.
Right.
Yeah. I can see why he would be questioning the legitimately. I can see why you would be questioning the legitimacy of his death.
Those are the reasons. There are plenty of other reasons out there, to be completely honest. But for me, those are the reasons that it's always kind of stuck with me. And so I just figured, in the spirit of it being his birthday tomorrow, I'd bring it around that he might still be here with us celebrating.
I gotta say, this point has been brought up briefly before, but why would he want his death story to be that he died on a toilet?
Because it's so ridiculous. Why would you question it? If somebody came to you and told you...
You would want to be remembered like that.
It's not my choosing, but you will have no problem not questioning that. Because who would want that to be their legacy? If somebody came to you and said, this is how Blake died, on the toilet, with a peanut butter and pickle sandwich in hand, would you question it?
No.
Now, if somebody said, Blake died on the toilet with a mayonnaise sandwich in hand,
I would question that.
See, now,
because I know you.
Now the conspiracies start to circulate.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But when something is just so, like, normal but embarrassing, it's just enough to fake it.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess I'm questioning it now.
There we are. And hopefully a few of you out there are questioning it also.
Yeah. Question and research. That is what we encourage.
Absolutely. Yeah, come to your own conclusions. I'm not here to tell anybody how to feel or what to believe. This is just stuff I believe.
Yes, you are. Mm-mm. You like this show. I'm telling you that. You like this show.
Make your own choice. You could leave now if you want to.
No, they can't.
You could.
I guess. It's America. This is America.
America. All right, so now we're going to go through and have some songs that either are or aren't originally Elvis's. Ooh. I would say that this should be easy, but anything that Elvis sang, you just know that Elvis sang it. So
Yeah.
maybe not.
There's only one that I know for sure wasn't him because
Okay,
I heard it in passing on Spotify at one point.
got you. Yeah,
But I'm not going to let you know which one that was just in case you give it to me.
I may not. I don't know if I will or won't, but we'll see.
We'll see what my score is by the end of this. How many you got for me?
It might be high. I got a few for you because I feel like this is gonna go pretty quick. So, first I'm gonna start with "Are You Lonesome Tonight?"
That was him.
Nope.
Dang it.
Yep, I know.
Shit. You keeping score?
I think it'll be easy to keep score.
Okay.
I forgot to remember to forget.
That one is not him.
That one's him.
Gosh. I should have known. That sounds like something he would say.
Right.
I forgot to remember to forget, baby.
Right. You'll Be Gone.
Not him.
That one was him.
Man. Okay.
All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Suspicious Minds.
That one was him.
Nope.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop this. This is embarrassing. I just knew Suspicious Minds was him.
So
Was him.
I'm going by songs that he wrote or had a hand in writing. I don't know if that makes it easier for you.
Okay.
Just to make sure that we're on the same page here.
Okay. Not originally just straight up written by him, but he had a hand in it. Like at some point. It wasn't done by somebody else originally.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. So if somebody else wrote it, it's not him.
Okay.
Right. Because I think there are some songs out there that maybe never made it to anybody else getting to record it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he snatched it up. You know what I mean? So it's still not his song,
Gotcha.
in my opinion. So, Blue Suede Shoes.
That was him.
Nope.
Black Man. Are you kidding me?
I swear.
Blue Suede Shoes was not Elvis.
Original artist is Carl Perkins. Yeah.
I think I did know that.
Yeah. You might have known that one.
Might have.
Yeah. See, and that's the trouble with this is that so many of these songs were either like locally performed by people and just never made it big.
Mm-hmm.
And then Elvis made it big or iconic even in some respect. And
I can see people get mad about that.
Exactly. Because they were already doing it. And I completely understand that.
Yeah, that's
like it's not cool. It was, you know what I mean?
Douchey.
And but it's the only thing that I can advocate for is that it's not Elvis's choosing. It was this dude who was controlling his career would go through and snake these people like no tomorrow. He would claim to offer them some small amount of money for every time it's played or do this or do that and then just completely cheat them out of it.
I'm assuming they went over all this in this new Elvis movie with Austin Butler.
It touches on it a little bit more than most Elvis movies do. Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
It's probably the only one that shows both where his a lot of his influences and things of that nature are coming from, but also how completely snaky the Colonel was.
I'm guessing this was Tom Hanks' character.
Really screwing him over. Yeah, that's Tom Hanks' character. All right.
Oh dear, I did it this time.
Hound Dog.
That was not him.
That was not him.
That's
that
the
was
one
the
I knew
one
for sure.
There we go. Good. That was not
That's
him.
one for me.
That's Big Mama Thornton.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What else we got?
I like Big Mama Thornton's version too.
Oh, Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, absolutely.
I almost deleted Elvis's version just because I liked it a
It's,
little
I
bit
mean,
better.
it's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't blame you if you did. It was a good one. It deserved to be known.
Yeah.
Let me see. It's Now or Never.
That was him.
That was not him. So many of these are not him.
This is crazy.
I know. Blue Moon of Kentucky.
Was him.
Nope.
This is making me so much more mad at him.
But again, it's not him.
Yeah, not
He
him.
didn't do it.
Mad at the general.
100% the Colonel.
The colonel.
Yeah. I don't even know where he gets that damn name, dude. He's not a colonel of anything. He wasn't in any military, but I think his name was Colonel Tom Perkins or something like that. I don't know. But Colonel, he just gave it to himself. Like
Colonel Sanders.
lame ass motherfucker. Yeah. If I Can Dream.
That sounds like an Elvis title.
It's not.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so horrible at this.
Obviously not that one. That's Someone You Never Forget.
Was him.
Yes.
Okay. That definitely sounds like an Elvis title.
Right. I'll Take You Home Again, Kathleen.
Not him. He had a hand in it?
He had a hand, but not originally completely his. So
Okay.
we'll give that one an iffy, but it's under the his section because
The slightest hand.
the slightest.
A finger.
Yeah, probably a pinky. Let's see. We're Gonna Move.
Was him?
Yes.
Okay. That's 3 out of all these. I'm not even keeping count of how many have gone so far.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot.
That's why there's so many, because I figured this would go pretty quick. It's either him or not him. So
Gotcha.
this will be the last one I give you. Paralyzed.
Not him.
That one was him.
Okay.
Now, on every single one that was him, because there was only about 5 of those.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one, versus, mind you, obviously this is not his entire discography. I only pulled about 30 songs.
Was Don't Be Cruel him?
No.
Okay.
No.
I figured not.
Yeah, it's not.
I heard a recording
Especially,
that kind
like-
of sound like it could have been earlier than Elvis.
Yeah, the super early music of Elvis's, I mean, that was just a time where most people weren't singing their own music anyways. And if you heard one and you wanted to do your own rendition, maybe that one makes it to the radio, so on and so forth. People weren't really keeping up with, like, is this yours, is it not, whatever. Everybody was doing that kind of, so a lot of that fell through the cracks, unfortunately. But
And that's a lot more common these days.
yeah, now
People
you
covering everybody's music.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's part of it. Is it's just like your cover, your rendition, and if yours took off better, you got credit. So that sucks. But he didn't know who to credit in some cases, or that credit was
Even do.
needed because the Colonel was supposedly taking care of everything, and he was just screwing everybody, including Elvis, behind their backs. So, slime ball.
You gotta watch that movie.
That was a good one. I thought they did a really good job showcasing the rise and fall of Elvis and how he was doing well and how he was doing not so well. So, you know.
Yeah.
But there we go. Yeah, there was about 5 of those songs were his, and that's only because he had a hand in writing. All of them were performed by him, but he had a hand in writing about 5 of those. And from what I could find, those were the only ones I could find that he had a hand in writing.
Yeah.
Almost every song that he's ever performed or been known for isn't him.
Yeah,
they might have been specifically written for him,
maybe,
but he did not write his own music majority of the time.
That's also common with the ghostwriters these days. But
yeah, he did use a lot of ghostwriting, but
I think Blue Suede Shoes kind of caught me the most off guard because that's the one that's really associated with Elvis.
Yeah, there was somebody else that did all that one. So yeah,
damn shame.
Yep.
Well, also, as well, and also too.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Elvis.
Happy birthday, Elvis.
Wherever you are you in heaven now?
Nope.
No, you still here.
He's
in
still
the nursing
here.
home.
He's still here. Okay, so one thing that I completely forgot to mention. Supposedly, there is information on this whole did he or didn't he
Did he
didn't
It's a Diddy party.
Not a Diddy party. No, okay. None of those. No.
Continue.
On the speculation of him faking his death. Supposedly, in 2027, the Elvis Presley establishment, whoever is left over it, will be releasing information on some of this in 2027. That's what I've heard recently.
That's official news.
That's what I've heard recently. I have not been able to fact check this, so do not take it as truth just yet. Do your own research because I just heard it like literally a couple of days ago, and maybe I don't know.
What would they have to release?
That's the thing. I don't know.
That in 2027?
That's
such a random time.
Very specific. I know. It was weird.
Is this what year did he die? Is this like a certain number of years after his death, or
you know what?
Supposed death?
Let's find out because I cannot recall his.
Something's telling me it's 1977, maybe.
It is 77. There you go.
1,
so
2, 3, 4, 50 years
50
after his
years,
death.
Yeah. So on the 50th anniversary of his death, they might be releasing something. That could be cool. Okay. Well,
that's something to think about.
Yeah. Did you have anything else?
I like pie.
Yeah, pie's good.
Pie is good.
Yeah, some of them.
I like pie.
I don't like all of them.
I like both.
I don't like all of them.
Can't do that.
Why?
Where's my pie?
You're not getting no pie.
I want both.
You can't have no pie.
If you know, you know.
So anyways, I don't have anything else. If you don't have anything else, then
I don't think so.
I suppose all in all,
that was all in all.
So it was. Goodbye,
Bye,
my friends.